What's going on, guys? So, no, it's been a while. I've been pretty busy today for the last couple of weeks. I had to do some stuff with my vehicle. So, the pickup I'm driving right now is a 1980 Ford F100. Love the pickup. Love everything about the pickup. It runs smoothly. And it works. Most of y'all know I'm rebuilding a 1989 Ford F250 with a 7.3 IDI. It's being converted from 7.3 to Power Stroke. Hopefully, got a hold of a 97 F2 or F3. I can't remember which one it was. It had rear end damage, totally took out the whole rear end. The transmission was still fine. All the components that I needed were still good. I believe it had like either 67, 77, or 87,000 miles on it. Yeah, I know it didn't have over 100,000. So, got a hold of that in auction, and that's what I've been up to. My 89 on the other, my 1980 F100, I want to try to put a sleeper build in that with either a twin turbo injected, you get what I mean by when I say injected, 302 stroker engine with a 6-speed transmission in it. That's becoming a little bit of harder one to do, of course. Very expensive little motor. But yeah, with the Power Stroke, yeah. So yeah, been working on my vehicle a lot. My 1980, I actually had it in the shop. What was it? Yesterday we were doing it before that died. So Thursday. Was it Thursday or Wednesday? I want to say it was Thursday. I had the new master booster and cylinder put into it. Brakes are working great. I had to go get a new rotor because one of mine's pretty grooved. So I need to go do that. And then the starter went out on it. So I got a starter for it, right? Went to AutoZone, got the starter. Told them it was 450 engine because that's a 8-cylinder 302. Got the starter for it. Went to go put it in and it wasn't fitting correctly. So there's a little metal plate that seats the starter in there correctly so that the flywheel or the flex plate can get the little gear. There's a little appendix thing that shoots a gear out that connects to either your flywheel or your flex plate, rotates the car and starts it. So you can't put a manual starter inside of a automatic vehicle, and you can't put an automatic inside of a manual. And the problem was I have an automatic transmission in that pickup, and they gave me a manual transmission starter. So I'm sitting here like, okay, why isn't this working? I reinstall the old starter, tap it a couple of times, get to the parts store again, leave the car running, and I go out there. He's like, oh yeah, this is for manual transmission. And I was like, do you have one for the automatic? He was like, yeah, we do. Get back to the house, doesn't take me more than 5 minutes. I get it installed, and with that one, if you install a new starter, you're supposed to install a new starter solenoid. Put the new solenoid in. I even got some battery cable cleaner, one of those little wire brush doodad things, and got everything hooked up. And I'm like, okay, hopefully this works. Turn the key and everything. Before I turn the key, I pump the brakes because it is a carbureted vehicle. Not the brakes, pump the gas a little. I pump the gas 3 times, and usually in the cold days I'll pump it pump the gas 3 times and then hold down the gas and then turn the key and it'll start right up. Well, this time I didn't do that. I only pumped it 3 times, fired her, and she fired right up. She fired better than I was actually expecting. She sounded like she was brand new. The next thing to do is get the front 2 rotors replaced, because if you're going to replace one, you might as well replace both. Get new brake pads for the front. So yeah, that's gonna happen. And then I got to get some stuff ordered because we are moving. So need to get a new mattress because mine is about as hard as a rock. And I'm sitting outside. Outside if you want to tell. If you can't tell, so good. So yes, I know you guys went outside. So yeah, got all that ordered. I'll open up the drapes. So yeah, had to do all that. That was more than annoying, because my flywheel, and at first I knew something was wrong with the starter, the new starter that I put in, the manual transmission, and I'm sitting there just tapping on it, trying to see if it'd go in and everything. Of course, it's not going in. So my mom's boyfriend was just sitting there watching. He was helping, and everything. But mostly he was just sitting there watching. So I'm like, okay, there's something wrong. This thing is not seating correctly. And we're looking at it, and this little metal plate that I was talking about, it was kind of bent and everything, but it was bent when I took the old starter out. So I wasn't thinking that was the issue. Okay, and mind you, it wasn't, because when we put the the starter that was supposed to be in there, the automatic starter for an automatic transmission, it worked perfectly fine. I didn't have to bend the plate and everything. And he's sitting there, oh, you gotta bend the plate and everything. And I'm like, I don't think that's the issue. It wasn't, because as soon as we put the correct starter in, because car auto part stores are kind of retarded. I know I went in, so they're kind of retarded. They'll give you a piece that say that fits, and then it doesn't end up fitting, and yeah, it's a bunch of crap. So got this juice at a local vape store. It's blue slushy, and it tastes absolutely delicious. Got my dad a new mod for Father's Day. I gave it to him yesterday. I bought him a Smock Devilkin kit. So it was black, so it had the silver Prince tank on it. Man, almost made him cry. He was so excited. I wish I would have gotten it on camera, but he was so excited to see it and everything. I felt really good about it. Made 2 cops cry yesterday while putting in the new starter. They came to the AutoZone. I think they were looking for a shoplifter or something like that. Somebody that might have did something that they weren't supposed to. And I told them, thank you for your service and everything. And one of them, I saw him tear up, and I was like, oh, I feel kind of bad now. It's not that I was meaning it in a horrible way, because I think our military, I think our nurse, I think our teachers that are actually teaching our kids right, our fire department, all of them, okay, our military, I don't know if I've already said military, but our military especially, because without them, most of us wouldn't be alive today. In fact, probably all of us from the newer generations, probably including our grandpas, great-grandpas, they probably wouldn't be alive today if our military wasn't there. So thank you for all of them, and of course the police, fire department, nurses, doctors, all of them too. So the dogs, Jax, hey you buddy, hey you buddy, hey you buddy, 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 buddy. Aurora, come on, Aurora, come on, come on. There's Aurora. Jax always gets to be the center of attention, don't you, Jax? Don't you? Get down. So yeah. But if it doesn't work with the Power Stroke, I already got another 7.3 IDI engine and transmission for it, along with the turbo kit. My grandpa actually found a brand new Bank Sidewinder turbo kit for it for a pretty cheap price. I think he paid about $900 for it. And it had been sitting in his garage, and he was like, I don't need this, and it is for a 7.3. So he was like, if you want it, you can have it. If you don't want it, I was like, go ahead and send it up this way. I bought a fully rebuilt, customized looking paint job and everything like that. 7.3, and then the transmission is just a regular transmission. I might actually take a sander to the metal of the transmission, sand it down, and paint it like a black or a blue. Paint the oil pan a lighter blue and the transmission black, just so I can see if there's going to be any leaks. But I really don't know. That one's now out in my mom's shed. They're all covered up in tarps and everything like that, just in case the Power Stroke idea doesn't work. I can just throw all that in the bed of the pickup and then just call it a tow truck and have it scrapped off. So but yeah, so that's how that's going. This dude's still sitting on my lap. Aren't you, Jax? Aren't you? Watch this. Oh, I don't know if I caught that on camera, but start patting him under here, and he's like, ee. But yeah, so again, hope you guys enjoyed the video and have a great rest of your day. I will see you next time.